Today, let's focus on what we can learn when we face adversity. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 reminds us that we are pressed on every side by trouble, but we are not crushed. We are perplexed, but not driven to despair. We may be even hunted down, but never abandoned by God. You know, in this verse, Paul paints a vivid picture of the numerous challenges that his team encountered, capturing the essence of the Christian journey amidst hardship and how best to overcome adversity with God's grace. Number one, press on every side by trouble, but not crushed. Here Paul illustrates the persistent attack surrounding them from all directions. It's a vivid description of feeling overwhelmed by the weight of life's trial, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And yet, despite the intensity of their struggle, Paul's team remained resilient. They refused to be defeated or broken by the adversity that they encountered. This reminds us that in our own Christian journey, we will undoubtedly face trials and tribulation. However, like Paul's team, we are called to stand firm in our faith, trusting in God's strength to sustain us, even in the midst of life's storm. Number two, perplexed but not driven to despair. Paul acknowledges the perplexity that they experience, the confusion, the uncertainty, the doubt that often accompanied challenging circumstances. It's a recognition that the mental and emotional strength that comes from wrestling with difficult situations. But despite this inner struggle, however, Paul's team refused to surrender to despair. Their hope in God remains steadfast, serving as an anchor in the midst of turmoil in their own very situation. This teaches us that in our Christian journey, we may encounter moments of confusion and doubt. And yet, we can find true release in knowing that our faith in God provides us with the resilience to persevere, even when the path ahead seems unclear. Number three, hunted down, but never abandoned by God. Here Paul highlights the external threat and persecution that they were facing, the relentless pursuit that those who sought to harm and to oppress them. It's a plain reminder of the very real threat and challenges that can emerge when someone chooses to live out their faith boldly. Despite being targeted and pursued, however, Paul's team found assurance in the unwavering presence of God. They knew that they were not alone, even in the darkest moment of their journey. This reminds us that in our Christian journey, we may encounter opposition and even persecution for our belief. And yet, we can take comfort in the promise that God will never leave us nor forsake us. His presence goes before us, guiding and protecting us every step of the way. In reflecting on these three negative situations highlighted by Paul, we are encouraged to approach our own Christian journey with courage, perseverance, and unwavering faith. No matter the trial we face, may we find strength in knowing that God is with us and empowering us to overcome every obstacle that stands in our way. God bless you.